Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventure. Thanks for joining us. We have a great podcast in store for you. Tonight we have Nick and Cece joining us. We talked about a bunch of things. One of the things we talked about is our blog post with Sherpa Share. We've got a relationship with them. We talked about the 7 tips for success when you're starting a rideshare side gig or business with Uber or Lyft. We also talked about, we had a interesting conversation with a Grand Valley student named Abby last night, actually, talking about Uber safety. She's writing one of her papers on that. We followed up with some videos that we posted, our last 2 videos. One of them was CC's, one of them Jesper. Pretty funny. Check those out. And then a variety of things. We talked about the new Uber app that's going to be rolling out, some new options, and just some good fun news about mayo chip, mayonnaise and ketchup hybrid. Disgusting. You can find us on Facebook at GR Rideshare, YouTube GR Rideshare Adventure, Twitter GR Rideshare, and our Patreon account patron.podbean.com/GR Rideshare. We're there. What that does is for a small amount each month, you get a couple of perks, and the perks go up as you donate more. So please check it out. Helps us get bandwidth and all that fun stuff. So yeah, check us out at grrideshare.com or grrideshareadventure.com. That's our new website. We're slowly putting up content, starting to blog a little more. So check that out and give some feedback on that. And of course, rate us on any iTunes app that you use, podcast app that you use, whether it be iTunes or Stitcher or Spotify. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the show and have a great day.
Yeah.
Is it all good?
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you can switch it over. Oh, that guy. I powered my phone off because after all the clicking last time. Are we good? Jesper will give me a thumbs up if we're good. Jesper, thumbs up. All right, welcome to the GR Rideshare podcast and live stream. We got Nick and Cece here, and we got some pretty cool stuff to talk about, if I can find it. Well, we always do our introductions, but we all kind of know. Is it good? We all know each other, so we don't really need to do introductions, but we were anticipating a female podcast only, other than me tonight, but things fell through, so Nick and Cece stepped up, so that's great. Weekly recap or 2-week recap. I drove last weekend, Saturday. Awesome. 300, like, you had a couple of unicorn rides.
370 altogether.
Yeah. What about you? Did you drive during? Jesper said, "Did I start yet?" Yeah, I had. Yeah, what did I say?
It was Brad Paisley concert weekend.
That's not on.
Uh-oh. That's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. The technical difficulties. Oh, hey, babe. You got to hit transition. I got it. We're good. It's all good now.
You had one job.
One job. Where's the producer? Now it's working, I think. Jesper, I love you. So yeah, Brad Paisley, which country rocks when it comes to Uber and Lyft in Grand Rapids. And yeah, it was a good weekend. I saw a fight. I don't know if I talked to you. If I talked in the chat,
even tell us about that.
Well, so I had passengers. I came around the corner by the courtyard in JW right before Z's.
Okay.
And I see a bunch of people on the bench, and out of the corner of my eye, it looked like it was like that. And I'm like, nah. So I just do my thing. I come back around. There's 7 cop cars, like, all parked in there. I'm like, ooh, someone was getting the crap beat out of them. So they're probably country boys. Jesper, give me an update. Gosh darn it. He's typing. He's not seeing anything. Hey, Vay. Sorry, guys. All right, we're back at it again, and I am super hot on the mic. Holy shnikes. Are we good, Jesper? Nothing. Give me an update, Jesper. So, yeah, Brad Paisley, the fight. Country brings a lot of money.
Yeah, I got super lucky. Got a ride from downtown, 500% Lyft Plus. Didn't even go to the concert. They just went downtown to hang out, and they happened to go home right when the concert.
What was their rating?
It was 5.0.
That's why they probably didn't know how to do it.
No, they knew it was the whole ride there. They knew it was going to cost a ton of money, but they were really cool about it and chill and just wanted to get home and tipped me $5 on top of a $104 ride.
Yeah, and it was what, downtown to the Beltline area?
Downtown to the Beltline area.
Was it like a nice neighborhood, or just like some townhomes?
Just your typical, house. It wasn't anything fancy or anything.
Somebody
like
got a good bonus that month or something, because I would not pay that much.
Oh, heck no.
For a 10-minute ride.
That's
so
ridiculous.
Anything for you? Did you work over last weekend?
I did. I actually went to the comedy show. That's why I was telling you guys when it was letting out. But I didn't know
You
that.
went to the show?
I was
didn't even know
Ubering,
that.
and then I went early, and I parked right in the front in the garage.
Okay.
I went to the show, and when he was about to end, I started warming my car up. I ran out.
Okay.
Turned my stuff on. I was trying to catch the people from where I was at.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the concert was letting out, so I went down the street, turned my stuff on, and I started getting people from Van Andel.
Huh.
I got 4 rides out of it because I was going so far.
Oh, you from the Paisley concert you got? Yeah. I got stuck in a ride. Everyone let out, and I sat in the line for like 8 minutes. The police let everyone just kind of mad cross, and I get it. It's good just to get, other than stop, go, but it sucked being
Yeah, I had
stuck
a
on
ride
that.
at the DeVos place once the comedy show got out, and guess where they went?
Where?
To the Ottawa parking ramp. The one right there, right next to the Bob.
No.
Yes.
Was it at least a surge ride?
It was 2.0 XL, but still, it's like walk people.
It's cold.
You know
Not
how
today.
you are.
I don't even think it was that bad out on Saturday.
I can't remember.
I didn't even have a sweatshirt on.
Really? Well, I don't. Yeah, I usually wear a long sleeve, but it gets hot in the car. But it's going to be cold this weekend. I shockingly am not working this weekend. I know I work a lot.
What a surprise.
And I didn't work the weekend before. So, but yeah, I don't think anything crazy happened. Jesper got I don't know if that was last weekend, but we're going to watch the videos tonight. It should be kind of fun to get reactions, because I mean, I was telling Cece earlier, we watch them, but not like all the way through, and as like not a critiquing eye where you're like editing, you just want to watch it. And so we'll do that tonight too. So, no pukers. So that's good. And we, had a good week. Couple of things. We had another, team up with Sherpa Share, with a blog post. Did you know about that at all? Sherpa Share, the mileage tracking app. They actually reached out to us and wanted to kind of connect a little bit. So we're doing a couple blog posts with them, and it's been pretty good so far. So this one is 7 tips for success with Uber and Lyft. So I just kind of want to go over some of these and see if you do them or what. This is all from us. She kind of formatted it in her way, but number 1 is get business cards made with your Uber and Lyft referral code. Now this is for when you start up, driving, maybe in a newer market.
Yeah, small market.
Because when I started, I did do that, but that was 2.5 years ago. I mean, if you're not using Uber and Lyft right now, as a rider, I don't know if those business cards would be a good fit, but you could do them as your phone number. Not that we're condoning taking off app rides, but using Uber and Lyft. And even though did we have this discussion that it's still against terms of service if for someone to text you even though you use the app? Oh no, that's what Userve does.
Yeah, it's essentially the same thing as what Userve does.
Yeah.
Which I have seen people comment that they got deactivated for using Userve. So
Really?
On the national groups, you can go and search the groups. And
You know what Userve is?
No.
Okay, so it's an app that you pay and the rider pays. So you'll pay 99 cents per ride and they pay a certain fee, and you guys make a reservation. And so that you are the driver for person A. And then you still use the platform though. And that's basically what it is. It's basically a reservation app. So
People were getting deactivated for it?
in the national group, that's what I saw.
yeah. I mean, I didn't see that, but it seems to be thriving. There's somebody in Holland that requests them all the time because there's not a lot of drivers out there. I have it. I've taken a couple people on it real early airport runs, usually like 4 a.m. because it's tough to get an Uber or Lyft sometimes at 4 a.m. But anyways, back to the business cards, you could definitely put your phone number on there and do it that way. But make your own rideshare placards with the info to share with your riders and hang them on the back of your headrests.
I haven't.
I know you do. I don't.
I don't either.
It is. Nick's like,
I could see for full-time drivers that if I did drive full-time, I would absolutely have it, but there's no need, just doing it part-time.
I wonder with people that use those if they do get more 5 stars, because there was someone on the national group that I saw, she had like 1,500 5-star rides. She was a 4.99. Like, how is that even possible? How can someone love you that much?
I honestly think if you don't do the barcode, I think we all could be 4.99.
That's true. That's a good point. If you just at airports all the time. Yeah, but get a monthly car wash subscription. I think all 3 of us have that.
I actually do not.
You don't?
I pay for each car wash I
do
get.
You? Yep. Look at you, old school.
Yep.
That's, are you serious?
He has a
Dead
dirty
serious.
car.
You would save so much money if you would just get the monthly. Especially Mister, because there's so many locations.
Well, usually typical week for me is Friday, Saturday night. That's, at nighttime. Are people really going to comment if your car is clean or not on the outside?
No, not during bar
especially
crowd.
In Michigan.
Yeah. If you did the $6 cheap one once a week, you're looking at $24 if you were consistent.
Yeah.
And you can get them as low as $19.99. So, I mean, I like a clean car, so.
The problem with where I live is
convenience.
Tommy's
is open one right on Chicago Drive, right?
Yeah, and I will, once they open, I will probably.
Are they building that yet or not? I rarely
get
over.
Started doing that yet.
I mean, I go to church right around there, but I never go past the light. I always turn right to go up to Baldwin.
So once that opens up, yep, I'm all for it.
Okay.
But until then, nope.
I mean, $20 a month is cheap. I mean, I do the bigger one because I kind of like the shiny that they put on the tires. You know what I mean? I could buy a bottle, but that means I have to actually remember to do it. Yeah. So join a local Facebook group to learn from fellow rideshare drivers in your market.
I think this is huge.
Yeah.
Just search the group before you post something. That's all I'm going to say.
That search is not the most user-friendly. I mean, if you search... It's word specific. So if you put Lyft Q, you're going to get every post that has the word Lyft in it.
Well, if you're trying to kill some time, why not just look through all of them?
I guess, if you got 60 hours. But no, the groups, CC and I were talking earlier about Telegram, what a great tool that is, even if having 10 drivers in there, because we're all come from different parts of the rideshare industry, veterans, newbies, women, so yeah, I mean the local Facebook group is huge. I know there is now a woman's one. Did you join that one?
The one that they started?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm in the national one.
Okay, there's a national woman's one.
Maybe I shouldn't say absolutely. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Hey, that's your opinion.
Yeah,
if you don't want
your opinion,
good luck getting in there now. But number 5, watch YouTube videos to get up to speed quickly. There are definitely a ton of YouTube videos that can give you some help. There's a guy that has a group. It's not a local one, but it's like Uber Lyft 101, and we've talked a little bit, and he's got some good videos. I mean, they give you tips on how many times have you seen in local groups, what is this premium pickup? Yep. Like, go to YouTube, search it, and you'll find instantly what the
even go to Google and type it in.
Yeah, it's been mentioned so much.
I actually watched hours of YouTube videos to get tips and different things and whatever before I even started driving, because I just wanted to know. And that's how I set everything up in my car and everything. So
like an idiot, I didn't. I just started driving. So that was probably was there anyone specific that you followed or
GR Rideshare Adventures better be one.
Right.
Well, I didn't know you guys then.
What about Uberman?
No, it's this guy in Atlanta.
Okay.
The ones that he get like all the referral stuff too. So he gets like $1,000 in referral stuff a week too.
Yeah.
So he even teach you how to do the cards, how to set up a website. He teach you how to do everything.
Okay. So, cool. Yeah, I thought about it at some point. I don't know if Nick remembers that, but throwing it on Craigslist, like, I'm offering my services of getting you up and being a mentor. All you have to do is use my code. Like, I don't want any money from you. I don't exchanging it. Never worked out. But
whenever I do get a referral, that's honestly what I do for
them.
me
too.
You know. But
yeah, I mean, it's priceless to have somebody that knows the ropes a little bit. Buy an aux cord.
I have one.
I don't know who put that number 6 tip in there because I don't do that.
I do.
Okay. You let the riders choose their music?
If they're respectful and everything like that, I will let them choose their music.
Okay.
However, if they get in already with an attitude,
bro,
nope.
bro, you got an aux cord? Bro.
Well, I had a group of guys, and the dude in the front just snatched my phone off out of my holder. And I have one where you have to push the button to get it out. So he was like yanking. I was like, hey, what are you doing?
Right. Private property.
He was like, oh, I was trying to, change the music. I was like, you need to ask, number one.
Yeah. I'm
like, because this is telling me where to go, and you just snatched it.
Right.
And I'm like, what are you trying to listen to? He's like, oh, I'm trying to get on Pandora. This is this. I have an aux cord.
Yeah. Yeah. Just ask.
Like, oh my gosh. Stop snatching stuff.
I can honestly tell you the people who I've let use my aux cord generally tip. That's all I'm going to say.
Not interested. I probably only had people ask maybe 20 times. Maybe. So
I only had one.
I think that was a bad move with Uber doing that. But anyways. Last one, track your mileage and expenses, obviously. I mean, even in today's 2018 with all the internet and Google and look stuff up, I will see people ask, so can I track my mileage? Or they talk about mileage and they're like, oh, Uber tracks it. Well, do they track your mileage when you're driving from your home to out to your first stop and all that? Oh, I don't know. I'm like, you get to track your mileage from point A to point B.
I will say this year on my Uber taxes, they did track everything while I was online.
I did notice that too.
But it didn't have from when the second I left my house to got downtown. They didn't track that.
Well, if you were online.
If I was online.
Right.
Who's
that is nice that they've done that. At least some people that didn't track.
I mean, it's still off by thousands of miles, but
Right. So those are the 7 tips for being successful, except number 6. I'm going.
Do you use an app to track all that, CC?
I do. Mile IQ.
Is it? No, I know you can get that for free, but there's a paid version too, right?
I'm using a paid version.
Okay. How much does that cost?
Like $5.99 or something like that.
A month?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Have you had any issues with it?
No.
Good.
I just got to remember to separate my stuff because it'll tell me every night to remember to separate.
Yeah. Sherpa Share gives you a notification after each ride, which is a little annoying, especially during the week when I'm not driving. I don't really care. So it's like personal. Mm-hmm. And you can get them a lot backlogged. If you go for days without doing it, you can spend like 20 minutes just doing this. I wish you could mass say from this date to this date, all personal.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's an app idea.
Hey, there we go. Suggestion. And then, so we're done with that. And we talked with a Grand Valley student named Abby last night. We kind of did a Google Hangout, and she's writing a paper about Uber safety in general. And it was good. It was
well.
She wanted some juice. Like she wanted to say, yeah, I got hit in the face before and blah, blah. Well, because she wants to hear the stories. Right. And we just really didn't have any stories as far as that, other than like passengers verbally abusing us, which can happen. But she did bring up a website. It's called who'sdrivingyou.org. So I go to this website and I'm like, okay. And it's basically the taxi unions putting this together. It's actually a pretty cool website, or it's well done, but just basically saying public awareness. Basically, they want you to use the taxis, and they say they're safer.
Yep.
And they had some statistics, and I'm just going to read this. Ride-sharing incidents. So alleged assaults by drivers, 92. Alleged sexual harassment and assaults, 363.
Do they have this broken down by year?
They don't.
Okay.
Oh, they just said see the full list of incidents. 16 alleged kidnappings and 49 deaths. So it's so misleading because it could it be from a car accident? And I like alleged. Alleged means, I'm not to say that crap doesn't happen, but it was that this website we'll have to. It's who'sdrivingyou.org. I'm sure Jesper will put it on our live chat. But
do they not understand that taxis are terrible too?
They do. They do know that, but I don't like the slander the way they're doing it because I get it. Their business is crumbling. What would I do? I mean, if I owned a taxi company, I'd be freaking out too. You know what I mean? What I would probably do is just own a fleet of Uber cars and do. Let's flip the switch. Like, let's get on the board. But yeah, it's just kind of interesting how they basically trash an Uber and Lyft, but doesn't surprise me. So I want to start looking at our videos, and I know people on live stream won't be able to really see it, but I got a tablet here, and I want to show Cece. We're going to talk about Cece's video. She saw it, so I know it might be a little boring, but we're just we'll see how it works. We're going to comment on it. I got the YouTube app up, so hopefully that'll work.
I don't know what video it is.
That was a nice comment on our YouTube page. That was pretty nice. That was being sarcastic.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, there's racist stuff that I delete. When I see any kind of race stuff on there, I just delete it. So it said watch on TV. That's pretty cool. Oh, I could have done it on our Chromecast. We know how awesome that is.
Yep.
Why is it not working?
Maybe got too much going on.
No, it's on the tablet. It says the media's up. Hold on. Technical difficulties. This is awesome live share stuff, guys. Or live stream. What the hell? Where's my volume button? It says media all the way up. Oh, there we go.
There's a grown-ass man running up the street on Fulton in the middle of the street.
I'm so surprised you didn't take me out of there.
No, it's
way.
funny.
I was talking to y'all.
Yeah, it's funny.
For him. Like, I'm about to go find a police officer.
So this dude, well, you can give the play-by-play. It was your video.
I just couldn't believe I was coming up the hill on Fulton and the dude literally was just walking in the middle of the street and I almost hit him.
Hi, I'm an Uber driver and there is a man that is walking in the middle of the street right
It's kind of one of those things where, you think someone's exaggerating, and then we see the video and we're like,
no.
Wow.
The fact that he was like, oh, is this guy?
They
you already knew.
Well, they have to be calm. They can't be like, oh my God, is that the same guy? I'm surprised he didn't say, yeah, just tag him a little bit to get him out on the sidewalk.
If he wasn't so messed up, I would have gave him a ride.
Yeah.
But what you don't see is that there's another guy on the sidewalk.
Oh, really?
There's another guy on the sidewalk that he keeps turning around talking to. He's not the one in the middle of the street. So when he got arrested, that other dude booked it.
Oh, okay.
See, I did not know that.
See, that's good to watch. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I don't even know if you can see the guy.
No, I never saw it. I think, yeah, Jesper did this video, so.
My bad, too. I meant to put the music down, but I was just...
It is what it is. You forget about that. It comes with practice.
I was just looking at the guy. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, the speed up where it just looks funny. Like, it's funny, just back and forth, back and forth.
I just didn't want nobody to hit him. That's the only reason I followed him.
Well, I'd be curious to what his point was. Was
he walked into this lady's car.
Yeah.
And that's why I ended up talking to her, because she was like, are you going to call the police?
What I wonder is, was he trying to kill himself?
I think he was just so messed up. He
Yeah.
didn't know where he was.
Yeah.
He couldn't have been trying to kill himself, because it's ways. He could just walk right in front of a moving car.
A part of
That's
me
true.
kind of, once the video plays up, once the police arrive, but part of me kind of wish he made it over that little barrier.
I want to go back over there, because I want to know what that is.
Well, I think, oh, here comes the cop. So I think it's cement, and then I think there's like an old school, fence with like points on him. So that's probably why he didn't flip over it. And he was drunk too. So
he wasn't too drunk to run. I know that.
Well, hey, it's the cops, man. Either you pull your crap together and run.
What do you think was going to happen?
I don't know. Idiot.
They probably would have let him go, too, if he just went right on the sidewalk and said, sorry, I was just messing around.
I don't know if they would have. They may have given him a lift somewhere, just drop him off. I don't know if they would have arrested him if he would have sat down. But now he's going...
It had to be too many people that called the police on him.
Something like that, yeah. So that was pretty good. We got.
I was so mad because I wanted to get some more rides. Because by the time I got done with this foolishness, the surge was gone.
All right.
You did the right thing, though.
You did. You did.
Probably did better than what I would have done.
Yeah, we always say that you're a saint. And okay, this next one is a group from RuPaul Haters Roast rides with GR Rideshare Adventure, and this one was with Jesper, and it's pretty funny. Oops. Jesper's, yeah, I got it, bro.
He didn't know where he was going.
No. Jesper or the passenger?
Jesper.
Yeah, I got it, man.
How many people in there?
6 altogether.
So, see if you find something in that video that is illegal at some point.
Well, isn't this person drinking?
Where?
That person was drinking something.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, did it already play? Oh, I thought it was towards the end of the video. Yeah, I must have missed it the first time. Yeah, she pulls something out and has open intox that he missed. Of course he missed it. I mean, she's right behind him, or he's right behind him.
I've had it happen to me before.
Oh, for sure.
I've had it happen too, and I didn't even know.
Jesper asks if they're at the intersection. He's like, no. DeVos Hall. So obviously that guy's been here before because he's noticing landscape change.
These guys are hilarious.
It looked like it was snowing there. I swear I saw something fly like snow. Ooh.
You got on a chinchilla?
That was my favorite part of the video.
Did you hear that line? You gonna sleep with the driver? Yes, yeah, thanks. We're all like that, right? We're just thinking about the next thing. Yep. He said 5 stars and a $5 tip. So that was pretty fun. So, yeah, those videos crack me up. I love those good experiences. You know, yours, although it's a great video, it's not fun for you to have to deal with that. But you did. I appreciate you helping that guy out. So, current rideshare events. I'm such an idiot. I don't just read what's on the screen. So the live stream with the CEO. I mean,
I watched it.
You did.
I fell for it.
Oh my goodness.
How long was it?
Too long. It was. I want to say it was right around 40 minutes altogether.
That's a big commitment. That's a big commitment. I'll watch YouTube videos, and if they're like,
and I should have known right when he started, talking about drivers. I was like, this isn't going to be good. And he just brought up like someone had like a 4.90 rating, and he was saying how good that was and everything like that. And it was just like, just get to the point. We're all here to find out what the big news is. Sat there and wasted 40 minutes of my day.
Well, I think of it as like when Apple does their big live streams or whatever. At least they're bringing some sort of awesome product. I mean, if you're an Apple lover, great. Whatever, Samsung, whoever does the live stream. But they come and they're redesigning the app. You wasted 40 minutes of people's lives and all this hype because you're doing what to the app? Like,
yeah,
okay.
Part of the live stream was actually really funny because I don't even know how to say his name, the CEO,
Dara something.
He actually went out and drove for Uber and kind of showed his experience, and he struggled. It was actually rather comical. Yeah.
So like they just had video in the car of him like accepting rides.
People, yep.
What was he struggling about? I didn't
Just
know that.
everything, navigation.
Really?
Where to drop off
Do
passengers.
you think he did that because to pump up their new app?
I don't know, because you got to remember they're in, what is it, L.A.?
Yeah, I assume somewhere Silicon Valley.
So, I mean, they have a lot of different rules and regulations there. So maybe that had to do with it too. But it just makes you think, how can he run a company that he knows nothing about?
Right. That's interesting. Yeah, I was, they piqued my interest, though. I was really interested to see what they were going to say. I mean, in the back of my mind, I knew that it wasn't going to be. I mean, they're not going to announce. Maybe they would have. I don't know. Maybe I wish they would have announced a 10% increase. I mean, even if they did 1%, people would still bitch because people just like to bitch. But I would be like, okay, we're making some steps. That I appreciate that, but.
I really wish that what it would have been was that they came out with quests for every market.
Yeah, I'm not quite. You can explain what that
Quest is basically like an Uber bonus. You give so many rides, you get X amount of dollars.
Oh, like a Lyft driver bonus.
So pretty much all the major markets have them, but us smaller markets, nothing.
I wonder if it's just because there's not as much competition with the other company. So like Lyft struggles to get people to drive for Lyft, right? So you see all these bonuses with Lyft. You don't with Uber. So maybe that's it. Uber doesn't need to do it here because everyone's driving for Uber.
I used to get the Quest a lot.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
No, really?
I've never seen it
I
here.
used to get them on the weekends, and it was like guaranteed this, and that.
Oh, this is different than that.
Yeah, this is different. Those are like guaranteed surges you're talking about and those kind of things. I would get those occasionally, but the Quest is like you do a certain amount of rides, you get an
compared
extra.
Compared to like the Lyft Power Driver bonus.
Yeah,
okay.
Just similar to that, but yeah, that would have been nice.
Not that we would have hit them, but
it boils down to money. If Uber's doing good in this market, they're not going to offer the drivers the bonus. If they're struggling, like Lyft, they're going to offer them the bonus. So, a couple of things that Nick found tonight, which is interesting about the app. I thought there wasn't really any updates, but there is a new airport queue, right? A little setting where if you take a short trip, they put you right back in the front. You guys like that?
Yes and no.
I know it's great if it happens to you, but if it's on the flip side, I was trying to explain it.
I had it happen to me and I loved it.
Right, because you were right back.
Yep.
But then think about if you were the driver sitting at the airport waiting for a ride, and this Joe Blow goes 3 miles on the road and gets to come back number one. I don't think our market's that busy enough to support that.
But here's the nice part about it. You know how you get a ton of ride requests around the queue? You can go take those, and then after you do those, come back, and you'll be number one.
Is it so? It doesn't specify a short airport ride. It's just a short ride.
If you check on the details.
Okay, so and they said somewhere that they'll let you know that this qualifies before you accept it.
I didn't get any kind of notification when
I thought I read that in there, which that's a good point. You could go take Joe Blow from the factory, and just take him where he's got to go, and then.
They're not going far.
So I wonder obviously the airport rides don't stop. So after you leave, whoever's number one gets to get the next one. But it's when you get back in, whoever's number one bumps to number two.
So
right?
I actually had that happen to me too, where I was number one and then someone came back and then I got bumped to number two.
I like the thought of taking short because we get so many requests around the airport. We're like, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. But
what's nice is it's for all three, Uber X, XL, and Select.
Yeah, I'm surprised they did that, too. I thought for sure they'd be like, just for Uber X, you're getting paid enough for the other ones.
I think it'll work out better for the riders versus the drivers, but we'll see.
No, that's a good point. I never thought about being able, not that those make any money, but I guess if you're bored.
Yeah.
But this is my thing, though. When I read it, you have to be sitting there for 15 minutes first.
Oh. Is there... It must be a more detailed page that I didn't click on.
You can click view details on it.
So they teased me with it. That's called a teaser.
I'm not really there more than 15 minutes. I'm smart enough to look and see when the flights are coming in.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask Ben about that?
He be there like...
Where's Ben? Who's Ben? Ben? Oh, anyways. Yeah, Ben has had 2 weekends of airport flops. I bet he sat there, 2.5 hours before he got a ride? He got bumped a couple of times. he got one of them. It was the car seat one. Yep. He accepted it, and Nick said, "Hey, they have no car seats." And he's like, "Oh, I just accepted their ride." He was there for like 2.5 hours, not one ride. Just the cards were not in his favor.
Nope.
Not one airport ride. No, he could have took other rides, but he just chose not to. So
that's not worth it. If I sit there long enough, I'm just going to take.
You get bored. I do.
You got to remember too. It has to do with what kind of vehicles we drive versus Uber X. We do use a ton more gas than versus what CC would doing those trips.
Yeah, that's a good point. Huh?
My car is great on gas.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's the same with Uber Eats. We brought up when we were talking to Abby. Jesper said, "Yawn, I'm bored." Shut up, Jesper.
No one asked you.
Yeah,
Jesper.
no one asked you. We're talking about new updated things. So, jerk. He knows I'm teasing. Now he lost my train of thought. Thanks, Jesper.
Uber Eats. Abby.
Uber Eats. Oh, yeah. She just said, or that's what we brought up. The gas mileage is like, why would I do Uber Eats? I'm getting 16 miles to the gallon. Let's do stuff where I'm on the highway and, getting good gas mileage. But that's just me. And then there's a new chat option where instead of texting your passenger with the weirdo number, you can chat in app with your passenger. The only thing I don't like, and I said to both of you, that you cannot, once the ride ends, you can't see what y'all talked about, which 99% of the time is fine. But that one time where, gosh, I'll have to remember.
Where the rider claims they never got picked up.
Do you remember that one Lyft ride that I picked up? He's like, if you ever text me again.
Yes.
I don't remember it. It was crazy. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing.
He threatened your life.
He threatened my life basically on text.
Did you put him out?
Huh?
Did you put him out?
No, I didn't. I never picked him up. Oh. I was just like, hey, I'm here. And that was his response. If you ever text me again, I hate your company. I'm going to kill you. I'm like, all right, bro. I waited my
I think he said he'll put you in the ground.
I think something like that. Yeah, I'll put you in the ground. But other than that, that was the extent of it. So the in-chat might be nice. It is kind of annoying, especially the people that run tablets. I have a tablet that I run, and you actually have to dial the number. Like you go to text them, and it won't let you. Obviously, it's not a phone. So then you have to put the number in on your phone to text them. So that's kind of annoying. But the in-chat option, I'd be like, all right, cool. Chat right from the tablet. So next story up, driver who canceled on the pilot passenger because of short ride.
CC's going to love this one.
Yeah.
I commented on that. That's
how terrible is that?
So, okay, I read a bunch of stories. What did he do again?
So basically, he picked this guy up, and he was a pilot, and the pilot was running late. And he wasn't going far. It'd only be a $6 trip. So he told the guy to get out.
Was this, so was this Uber?
This was Lyft.
Yeah, his,
So he told him to get out?
Yeah, you kicked him out in a random parking lot. I think it was Trader Joe's parking lot.
Yeah, but the driver was frustrated by the fact he had to return to the airport. He didn't want to go back to the airport, so he realized that this pilot was going back to the airport, didn't want to go, and it was only going to make $6 for 45 minutes of driving, whatever. Yeah, so I think, I'm trying to see where it is. But
so where is he driving at that he don't take short trips?
I don't know, but apparently he was having a bad day. But I thought I read somewhere, I don't see in this article, that they did deactivate him.
Oh, he don't need to be able to. Yeah, he don't need to be driving at all.
Yeah, I mean, when you get
a pilot.
Yeah. So I
so
mean,
like the pilot don't have nothing else to do. You wouldn't think that was important. That's
well,
crazy.
yeah, he did. They did. The plane was late. I mean, not that he's the most important thing in the world. He should have left a little earlier. But
still,
his first driver canceled on him. So the pilot waited for like 10, 15 minutes. That driver canceled. So then he requested another one. Got this guy. I just like once the guy's in the car, you've committed.
Take him.
You've committed. If it's a short ride, I mean, yeah. I guess if it was to Chicago and you figured it out, you could be like have a conversation. That's a legitimate, hey, I can't drive to Chicago tonight. But once you get a guy in your car or a passenger, you got to take him. I mean, I thought that was crazy, and screw that guy.
Oh, good thing he's no longer driving.
That's right, one less.
I know that makes us look bad, though.
It does. All right, 3. I found one right tail end for breaking news. So there's 2 food-related, what do you call it, trending things. I actually found him on Today's Show. The May chip. You know what that is? Oh, Mayo Chup. Mayo Chup? The mayonnaise ketchup hybrid that's dividing the internet.
What?
Yes. So Heinz is. They said if they get 500,000 votes for yes, we'll release it to you Americans. It's ketchup and mayo together.
What?
And it's yes. It's called Mayo Chup. MAYOCHUP.
Is it April 1st today?
No, it's not.
Wow.
And I voted and said, nah, I'll make my own. It's either pass the Heinz Mayo Chup or now I'll make my own. So I voted, and they're going to make it. They have like 655,000 yeses to make it. So this reminds me of, I don't know if you remember this, because you probably do. You're younger than her. Is the purple and green ketchup?
Dude, come on now.
Back in the day.
First of all, that was terrible.
No, that was awesome.
The
ketchup. Oh yeah. It was very weird.
I couldn't.
It tasted the exact same. All it was food coloring.
That's like with the green one.
Yeah.
I loved it, but that was when I was a little kid. So
right. You were still eating hot dogs.
You guys are old.
Yeah, we were drinking booze. I don't know. Next podcast, we're going to try to have the screen up so I can show you guys some of this stuff because the bottle's kind of funny. It just looks disgusting. I mean, I get it. It's you eat a Whopper at Burger King, you get mayo and ketchup on. Same damn thing, but I'm not interested.
I'm a Miracle Whip fan. So.
I actually am too.
All right for Team Miracle Whip.
Yeah. I mean, I'll eat the mayo, but let's see. The other one, the Necco food wafers are going away. Do you know what Necco wafers are?
Don't eat them.
I don't eat them either, but do you know what they are?
And are they the long wafers?
Well, yeah, you got that because I said Necco wafer.
Well, I don't know. The only time I see wafers are like long. And
Yeah.
Like little sandwiches.
Yeah, I want to show you, but I don't want to screw it up. But yeah, they're like candy wafers like this.
Oh,
big.
they're the circle things.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The original candy wafer. So they're like different colors. They're terrible.
Yeah, they taste like chalk.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're selling on eBay for an 18-pack for $290.
What?
What?
Because they're going out of business.
Oh.
Yeah, for the love of Pete. Yeah, I guess they're going out of business. They make, what else? Let's see if you know any of these other ones. Here we go. They make Mary Jane's, Clark bars. I'm sure you've heard of a Clark bar. I don't think I've ever eaten one, though. It's the red wrappered one. Just says Clark bar on it. I don't know. Candy buttons.
Yeah,
Those are like the
candy.
buttons that you just peel off the paper. And then squirrel nut zippers.
What?
I think that's a band. Squirrel nut zippers. Look it up. I think that's a band. But
I'm afraid what will pop up on my search if I.
That's
search
true.
for that.
That's a little weird. They're in Massachusetts. They've been around since 1847. Well, there was another cool little tip about them that I read. I don't know. I can't find it now, but somebody had posted something that they wondered if it had to do with the candy hearts too, like you get for Valentine's, or is that? I bet that's a different company that makes
That's
those.
probably a different company.
Like the big ones or something. But oh wait. Are now trying to drive up the price of Necco products, including Sweethearts. Oh, it is them.
Wow.
That's a game changer, including their Sweethearts Conversation Hearts. $300.
That explains why they taste so bad, though.
I actually don't mind. So I'm sure there's more companies that make the hearts, but if you don't get the chalk ones, I actually like the really chalky ones. Now the Necco wafers, I'm not a fan of, but I thought that was interesting. And the last thing is, it's a question for you guys. So when you come up to a street light that's out, the power's out, what do you do?
It's a four-way
Did you
stop.
read this?
It's actually not a four-way stop.
You dumbass. He's right. He busted me.
What is it?
So everyone does the four-way stop, but actually,
The
according to
major street has the right of way.
no,
What if you're like, okay,
I
Main
thought it
Street.
was you just let's see. Michigan law says a vehicle approaching an intersection must yield to the other one. So it doesn't really matter to the major street. So it must yield to the vehicle which has already entered the intersection from a different highway. So it says it all specifies when two vehicles enter an intersection from different highways at approximately the same time, the vehicle on the left must yield to the vehicle on the right. So basically, if you got a car barreling through at 70, the other car just needs to slow down and then you can keep going. But how dangerous is that?
I like the four-way stop.
Oh, yeah.
I treat it as a four-way stop.
Yeah.
But
I mean-
I knew that because I've looked that up before.
I didn't know that. They're actually bills on the way to the governor's office to make it legal. That's the legal way to do it. But I remember one time by the airport, that Patterson and 36, and I had a guy blow through. He did not even know that light was out. I don't know. He couldn't see it. He couldn't see anything there. I want to know, why don't they have some sort of solar, like I mean, I know Michigan doesn't get a lot of sun, but it doesn't need, although if power's out for 4 hours, it's going to need quite a bit of power to run those lights, I guess. But I don't know. He blew through that thing. I'm like, thank God I stopped, because I'd been dead. But I don't think a lot of people would know that.
That would have been good dash cam footage.
Oh, what, me being dead? That's real nice. Jerk. So Nick put some upcoming events at Van Allen Arena and just talk about real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. So Grand Valley's graduation is the end of April, so that is a good weekend.
I will be gone.
Oh, I will be gone too. So
good luck, Cece.
Yeah, a lot of drinking.
Wow.
It's college graduation.
Well, all right. Well, after I get out of the movies, I'll go and pick people up.
Yeah.
Avengers.
WWE Raw on June 18. Whoop-de-doo. Stars on Ice. Kesha, July 6. Shania Twain. Mark your calendars. How did Slayer get a Van Andel? I mean, they must have a big following, because that's pretty crazy they can sell in an arena. You got Kesha, Shania Twain, and Slayer? But Elton John's coming back.
I saw Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. I thought.
I'm to October 19th, and that's what
I thought they were in April, though.
Oh.
Yeah, and Kevin Hart's coming up, too.
Yep, I missed that. He is July 22. I bet those are expensive.
They are. They've been on sale since the end of January.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I see him on Groupon.
How was that comedy show at DeVos?
It was really good.
It was like rated R, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah, they were very potty mouth.
Yeah, I bet. So is it a touring group, or are they just all okay? Cool.
Samora is the host, so kind of like King's Comedy. She was like the Steve Harvey.
Okay.
And then it had the 3 comics. That was my second time seeing D-Ray.
Okay, I don't know any of those people who you're talking about.
He has a special on Netflix too.
Okay. Cool. 20 Monroe Live. What do we got here? Although I looked at this earlier and it didn't see Jay and Silent Bob. That was tonight at 7.
That's what was going on there tonight.
Lisa Lampanelli. She's pretty funny.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you're so.
I only know
baby.
her from the roast. She always go with the roast.
Yeah. Jack White. You know what my wife told me? I don't know if it's true or not, but that Jack White was like married to a bandmate. Like one of the bands we saw last weekend, there were 3 brothers. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, what happens if you have this weird relationship? I mean, I guess you're always a brother, but they were married, Jack White and whoever it was, and then they kind of got divorced, and the band kind of fell apart and kind of went on its own. But it could be Wikipedia too. 80s prom featuring 16 candles. Woohoo! Yeah. Other than that. Rodney Carrington. I saw some night. I don't know. This. Oh, there we go. Incubus. Oh yeah. Okay. My wife loves Incubus. I mean, you don't even know who Incubus is, do you?
Oh, I've heard of him. I don't listen to Incubus. But...
Oh, Tech 9. That brings a lot of traffic. He comes here a lot, like twice a year. It says Sirius XM Shade 45%. Do you know who Tech 9 is?
No.
What?
Some rapper.
Tech 9's popular.
He's just saying that because Tech 9's black and you're black. So
what? That's because half of this stuff is trash. That's why.
Who likes that? Kevin? Kevin likes Tech 9. Yeah. The Pretenders. I made Nick blush. He knows I'm teasing. She knows I'm teasing too.
Shoot, I thought Tech 9 was white. I don't know.
Oh, shit. And then the intersection that we get a lot of business on, but has the lamest things I've never heard of.
Drugs. Lots and
lots of drugs. Anarchy Tour. Can't Swim. Dirty Monkey. Subtronics. Stuff I can't pronounce.
I think it's mainly all EDM, I think.
What is EDM?
Electric dance music.
Okay.
You know, like Sandstorm?
Wow. Cece, you want to go get a beer or something? Talk about some rock and roll?
That was like a song that came out.
I've never heard of it. I'm sorry.
School, so
I'm already, I don't know any of these people. Moneybag Yo. That's one I want to spend.
What?
18 in advance? I don't think so.
What? Are these names?
These are names of like groups.
Oh, wow.
That's about it, I guess. Apparently, Jesper says we're lame.
I don't know what's happening next weekend, but these hotels are spiked.
Really? Why? Were you looking for hotels?
Yes.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I am, sir.
Yes.
You having a staycation?
No.
I'll stop right there. You got a funny smile on your face.
But no, they are like spiked next weekend, and it made me.
I don't even want to know what your plans are.
Yeah. I wonder what's next weekend.
I don't know, but
I mean, I could see the following weekend with the graduation. Like, I mean, a lot of kids are not from Grand Rapids graduating, so maybe their parents are coming.
it's the next 2 weekends that are spiked as far as prices.
Something going on at the Deltaplex, maybe?
I don't know. You didn't give me that link. Thanks,
No,
Nick.
my bad.
But, well, I think that's about it. So, you guys got anything else to add? Jesper said this is a lame podcast. I appreciate you coming.
I don't really care what Jesper says.
Yeah, I know. He's at home hashtagging crap.
Well, you have to be positive, Jesper.
Yeah, Jesper. So, yeah, sorry about the dropout. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but, you know, we're on a shoestring budget, so this is what you get. So, all right, I'm just going to end it. It was bad to start with, so I'll
finish it on a bad note.
Yeah.
What?
What?
She's got bad news.
Is that good news or bad news?
We off live?
No, but it just said OBS studio disconnected, reconnected.
Look what this man. I take this man to the casino, right?
Yeah.
And my phone buzzed while I was here,
Yeah.
right? I didn't answer. He was like, "What you doing?" This was at 9:29, 9:28, 9:23. He's like, "What are you doing?" And then at 9:24, this is what he says.
Just a clear throw. Oh, I'm still recording. Or I'm not live streaming, but I'm...
Maybe I'm wait.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today on the GR Rideshare Adventure Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Touch base on the links again. Facebook, GR Rideshare. YouTube, GR Rideshare Adventures. Twitter, GR Rideshare, @GR Rideshare. And our Patreon account, patron.podbean.com/GR Rideshare. Get sweet rewards for just donating a little bit of money to help this show keep on keeping on. So we really appreciate all the feedback we get. We're having some trouble with the live stream. We're working through that, but donating $1, $5, $10 a month will help us get those bugs worked out. So please rate us on iTunes or Stitcher or Spotify, anywhere that you download your app. We really appreciate it. Thanks. Have a great day.